Hello students, welcome to Learn Guru classes. So today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is laws of exponents. So before going into the details of laws of exponents, you should know what is an exponent. So let me define you exponent. Exponent are basically symbols that are written to the right and above of a mathematical expression to indicate the raising of power. In simple terms, let us consider a number that is 32. So if you find out the factors of 32, okay, it will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. That is, 2 is multiplied 5 times so that you get the number as 32. Okay, so instead of writing 2 5 times, I can just write it as 2 to the power of 5. Okay, so this is called an exponent. Okay, means exponents are basically used to indicate repeated multiplication of a number by itself. Okay, let us consider another example like 128. So 128, if 2 is multiplied 7 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If 2 is multiplied 7 times, then you will get 128. Okay, if you are not sure, you can multiply 2. 2 to the power 4, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. 64 into 2 is 128. That is, 2 is repeated 7 times. So, instead of writing 2 for 7 times, it is very time consuming. So, we can just replace it by 2 to the power of 7. So over here 2 is called the base and 7 the number that you write above the mathematical expression or any number is called as power, or we call it as radical, or we call it as exponents. Okay, so when I talk about, when I have defined you the term like a symbol that is written to the right and above of any mathematical expression, that is, it is not concentrated on numbers itself. Like you have heard of the famous formula that is a plus b square. So a plus b is an algebraic expression, we can say, and to the right and above we are writing 2. This indicates that a plus b is repeated 2 times. Okay, so this is the utility of writing exponents. Okay, so that to avoid repetition, to save time, we are going for exponents, and it is making our calculation much easier, that we are going to see later on. Okay, now exponents follow certain rules, okay, so that you can make your mathematical calculations much more easier, much more convenient. Okay, so let us look into the rules of exponents. There are 7 laws of exponents. So the first 4 laws are, first is product with the same base. Okay, so I have already told you that 2 to the power of 5, if I write, so 2 is considered as the base and 5 is considered as the power or exponent, whatever you name it. So here a to the power of m, a is the power, a is the base, m is the power. Here also a is the base, n is the power. So product with the same base. So you are finding the base as a and power is obviously mn. So whenever you find that two expressions, okay, having the same base but different powers are being multiplied, so what we do, the base remains the same, our base, above the base the products will be added, or the powers will be added. Did you get my point? A to the power of m into a to the power of n equal to a to the power of m plus n, means the powers are being added. Like if I give you an example, suppose 2 to the power of 3 into 2 to the power of 4. Okay, so 2 to the power of 3 into 2 to the power of 4, you are having the same base but powers are different. So under that case, what will you do? You will simply write 2, okay, and you will add the powers. So what are the powers? 3 and 4 are the powers. So 2 to the power of 3 plus 4, that is 2 to the power of 7 you are getting. Okay, let us consider another example like I will rub it. 5 to the power of 1 by 3 into 5 to the power of 2 by 3. Okay, so both of them has the same base. Say the number with same base but different powers are being multiplied. So what will you do? Equal to, you will write the base as it is and you will simply multiply the powers. So this will be 5 3 by 3, that is you are getting as 5 to the power of 1, so you can write as 5. Okay, so the next is quotient with the same base. So a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n. So you have the base as a in both the two cases and different powers m and n. So under this case, what you will do? You will just subtract the two powers in case of division. Okay, in case of division, so a to the power of a to the power of m minus n means you are subtracting the powers. Okay, so for example, let me consider 5 to the power of 4 divided by 5 to the power of 3. So 5 to the power of 4, 5 to the power of 3. Base same, powers different, and you are getting a division. So under this case, what will you do? You will just simply write 5 as it is and you will subtract the powers. That is 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. So 5 to the power of n, 5. Okay, 5 to the power of 1 equal to 5. Okay, so the third is power raised to a power. Okay, so note this, a to the power of m to the power of n. A already has a power m and that m is also raised to the power. Okay, so under that case means within bracket you have one power and outside the bracket you are a has another power. So under this circumstance, what will you do? A to the power of m into n means you will just multiply those two powers. Okay, so here a to the power of m into n. Like example, I will give you 4 to the power of 3, 4. Okay, like this you are getting. Or simple, I will write 2 to the power of 5, 2 you are getting. So you will just multiply. 5 is also a power, 2 is also a power. So you will simply multiply these two powers. That is what you will be getting 2 to the power of 10. Okay, next is power with different bases and same product. Sorry, this will be product with different bases and same power, like a to the power of m into b to the power of m. So a is a base, b is also a base, but both those two are not similar bases, isn't it? A and b are two different bases. So under that you have the same power. See, a to the power of m into b to the power of m. So what will you do? Under this case, you will just multiply the two bases and take the power as common. For example, 2 to the power of 3 into 3 to the power of 3. Okay, so under this case, what will you do? 2 into 3, 2 into 3 will write and just write the power outside the bracket. That is 6 to the power of 3 you are getting. Okay, so this is the fourth law of exponent. So let's look into the fifth law. The fifth rule is quotient with different bases but same power. That is a to the power of m divided by b to the power of m. So A and B are both different bases, but it has the same power, that is m. So it is very simple. You will divide both the two bases and you will take the power as common. Like if I say 15 to the power of 3 divided by 5 to the power of 3. Okay, so both of them has different bases. 15 and 5 are the bases and both of them are different, but they have the same power. So what will you do? You will just divide 15 divided by 5 and you will write 3 or to the power of 3 as common. So 5 3s are 15, that is 3 to the power of 3. Okay, so the sixth rule is zero power. So that is a to the power of 0 equal to 1. So any number, if it has power as 0, it will be taken as 1. Like if I say 6 to the power of 0, so 6 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. If I say 1000 to the power of 0, so that is also taken as 1. Very simple. So the seventh rule is negative exponent. Negative exponent means till now you were, since no sign was there like a to the power of m, b to the power of m, all these are taken as positive exponents. Okay, but since here a negative sign is accompanied or before the exponent, so for this we are calling it as negative exponent. So if any number is there that has a negative exponent, it will be simply equal to 1 by a to the power of n. Okay, just the reciprocal of the number. Okay, like 5 to the power of minus 3. So under that case, you will write 1 to the power of 5, 1 by 5 to the power of 3. Okay, so these are the 7 laws of exponents. Okay, so another additional information, very important information that is required for solving laws of exponents. So let us look into that information. The first additional information or result is this n root to the power a. So that can be written as a to the power of 1 by n. Okay, nth root of a. Basically, we say this as nth root of a. So let us consider, suppose we write root a. What does this mean? We root a, you can remove the root and you can write it as a to the power of 1 by 2. Or if I write cube root of a, so it can be written as a to the power of 1 by 3. So similarly here we are doing the same. Nth root of a is written as a to the power of 1 by n. Okay, so this is one type. Another is let a greater than 0 be a real number, that is a is considered as the base, and m by n be a rational number where n is greater than 0. That is a to the power of m by n. So that you can easily write it as a m into 1 by n. Yes? Yes, power raised to power. So if I consider m is 1 power, 1 by n is another power. So a to the power of m into 1 by a to the power of n. So this, if I bring m outside and bring a to the power of 1 by n inside, so this a to the power of m will remain as it is and this will become nth root to the power of a. So this can be simplified as nth root to the power of a to the power of m. Okay, it is complicated. Let me explain you with an example. So 4 3 by 2. Okay, so 3 by 2. So this can be written as 4 3 into half. I can write, isn't it? So this half we can bring So 4 to the power of 3 is how much? This half can be replaced as 4 to the power of, or 4 to the power of 3 is 64 to the power of half. So that can be just replaced as 64. So you are getting the answer as 8. So this is another example of this. Or you can write in another way, 4 to the power of 3 by 2, that is 4 half, this is 3. So 4 half, that is, you can write this, you can write this. So 4, this is already half, so this is 2 square, 3. So this half and this square root, or square root and this 2 gets cancelled, 2 to the power of 3, that is 8. So this is another example. The things will be more clearer to you when we solve sums related to this. Okay, so these are some of the laws, rules and some information, additional information that is required for solving sums related to laws of exponents. Please go through the rules once again. Okay, so next class we will be solving sums related to laws of exponents. So I am ending the class here. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to Learn Guru classes, like, comment and share it with your friends and relatives. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.